Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Funtime Crafts 24/7. I have a little kind of tutorial project share for you. I was in the middle of making some fun new foam flowers today with some dies I had just received off Amazon, and these right here. And well, hold on, it was these here actually, because this is Crafter's Companion flower foam, and they're stamens, but it was with a die that I got off of Amazon, and a die set. And I wanted to see if you had to have a particular die, A, and then B, if you had to use flower foam. And so what I was using in all of it was, I have this in my stash. It's Crafter's Square foam sheets. These are the little ones. I also have the big ones, and they worked great. I made these flowers here, and you don't have to have any particular style of dies. So this is a slimline card with using Stamps of Life's slimline card die set, the base from this one. I use it because it's square, so I just used the large card making die, but it does come with all these super fun pieces. Then I utilized this die that I just got, I don't know, today or yesterday, this wedding ring slimline panel die. This one here, as well as this one I hauled a couple days ago. I used a large one out of the slimline scalloped rectangles. I used the largest one in this set. And so I wanted to be white on white, kind of a tone on tone type of deal. And so what I did was I glued the wedding ring. I actually trimmed the wedding ring panel, the edging down a little bit smaller, so that way it would fit on my scalloped rectangle, as you see there. And then I popped those, I glued them together and then popped those two up on dimensionals. And then out of the scalloped slimline, let's see, the scalloped slimline card die set, this one here, that's what it says there, from the Stamps of Life. It has a couple of large words or long words for slimlines in it, and one of them says congratulations. And so I used that, the background, the shadow die, as well as the intricate layering die. I cut the shadow out in powdered sugar, and then I cut the congratulations, the sentiment, out in silver glitter cardstock, and adhered it to there. I then, to get the the little greenery, in my stash, I had this Stamps of Life set, the Hello Sunshine online class, the sunflower one, and I used just the intricate foliage die there. And that's what the dies look like if you have this set. I use that one there. And so then, to get the flowers, which are the super fun part of this, I used blue fun foam sheets, like so. And then I used this really fun little stamp and die set. Well, these are the rest of the dies that came with it. This one is called Die Flowers That Wow. And it's a stamp and die set. So I used the 3 flower dies, just like they are. And I cut them out in fun foam. And what I did was, I created these flowers. So the middle of them have stamens in them, and those are, so it's these yellow ones here, and it came in a variety pack. It was a variety pack on Crafter's Companion, 400 pieces, so 400 stamens in varying colors, and I think this pack was, gosh, $5 or $6 off Crafter's Companion, the USA website. And so that's what's in the middle of it. And I thought it would be fun. I could show you how I ended up making these with just items in your stash if you have fun foam sheets. So I don't know about the stamens. I can't, you'd have to get those, but they're only $5 and you get a bazillion of them. And fun foam comes in giant packs, so you can make a ton of them. And so if you have it for making, like shaker cards and stuff, you know, you could utilize it because you can actually color the foam. And yeah, which is what I did, because you can use this has a shimmer pin on it, which so does these have a shimmer pin. And I don't know if in this lighting you can actually tell, but yeah, so we're gonna make the other flower that goes right here. And but then these here, these little yellow ones, these have paint pen. I just used a Posca paint pen on these, and then on this orange one here, I kind of outlined it and then flicked some little center coloring. And this one has pink on the yellow, and this one has an orange. And so I thought those actually came out really cool. So what we have here is these. I have these pieces left, and I doubled it up. So I doubled up the fun foam and cut them out. They cut 2 at a time easily. These flowers that wow, the Stamps of Life flowers that wow die set. They cut 2 pieces out really easily. And so I actually have the Crafter's Companion flower ball set. This came with the foam and everything, but I was also using this. This is an embossing tool, a stylus embossing tool. The size of it, God, I want to say it's like a number 10 or a number 8. It's a pretty big ball at the end, but I was using this, and this foam is actually from my Spellbinder's die cleaning tool. So when you clean your dies, yeah, but you need a piece of foam because you have to poke the middle of the flowers. So I was using this to poke the middle of the flowers, and then using this to hold it onto the iron. So let me show you how you make them. So basically what you do is you take your iron. Here, let me put the iron into view. I wonder if this is going to work. Let's see. Let me just kind of... The funny part was, I have a cordless iron. And I was like, oh, well, that'll be convenient. Let's use that. And a cordless iron sits on the stand. It actually doesn't stand like normal iron. So I was like, that ain't going to work. So I got the old trusty one out with the cord. And yeah, super fun. So I needed one more small flower over here to balance out my little card. And so I just have a few petals there. These large flowers are 2 of each die. So there's 6 layers, and then each of them has 5 folded up, 7 folded up stamens, I believe. And I think the medium has 2 medium layers and 3 small layers, and then 5 folded up stamens. So there we go there. And this one's just 2 small ones and then 1 medium. So it's just 3 layers altogether, but we're going to make one that is 5 again. So what you do is you take your iron with no water in it, and I got mine on like just before steam. And you turn it on, you let it get hot, and then you want to be really, really careful, because the reason I ended up going back to the Crafter's Companion tool, look how much longer it is than my little ball tool. I kept touching the iron, not thinking about it, because you're kind of doing a circle on the face of the iron to heat the foam up to create the forming of the flowers. And so this being longer, it was much safer. But if this is all you have, I was trying to show you, well, what could you use? So take your foam, because you're going to need your foam from your brush, your cleaning tool, 2-in-1 tool. You take one of the cut up foam flowers, and you just place it, after it's heated up really good, on the front of the iron, and you just hold it with you just kind of toss it and then grab it with the stylus. And you want it to be metal, not plastic. So the tip of it, your ball, your embossing tool, needs to be metal. And then I just hold these on for like 25 seconds, or 20 seconds for the little ones and 25 for the large. And I don't know how many. And so then, see? So then you put it on your foam, and you use your ball, and you kind of do that with the ball. You poke it into the foam. And what it does is it forms it. It gives it, the iron forms the flowers, and then the ball, yeah, try not to touch the iron, because it's hot. Duh. So be careful. Be careful when you guys are doing this. And I'm trying to film so it's even harder, you know, obviously to do this because you're in an awkward position so you can film it. But yeah, so about 20 seconds, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then pop it over to your foam, give it a push, press it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, try not to touch the iron. Ow. Like that. So we just have 2 more and then I'll quit burning myself. Let's see, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. You want those to get heated up really good. And I will say that these larger ones form nicer when you have the bigger ball. So if you guys have the bigger flower forming tools, well, you probably already know if you have them. If you have a embossing tool that has a big ball on it, the bigger the better, because they form nicer centers if they do. So yeah, I'm just like holding it on with the embossing stylus and just kind of rubbing the center of it in circular motions, trying to keep the whole foam flower piece heated up. And when it starts to really curl and whatnot, you know you're done. You know it's basically done. And so then you just pop it onto your foam, press the center, and then they cool in the flower foam and you get your flowers there. Okay, so let me turn this off. And so then the next step you need some really thin, like jewelry wire is what this is. And you just cut off about a piece that's about 6 inches long, roughly. Then you grab up, I'm just going to use like 3 of these little stamens. Because they're one on each end on these. See, like they're double-sided. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your little jewelry wire. And this, I think, is like it's a really tiny gauge. You're going to fold these in half. The stamens in half, like that. See? I try to make them a little bit even. So that way when they poke out of the flower, they're not too obscure. Like that. So then I hold the folded stamens and then I just twist my wire. And now this is not how they teach you how to do this. I just like to double it up. Because when they do it, I poke each of the flowers. So then after you get a good ways, you cut it off. So that way they're cut off together. Like that. And then, so then what you do is you take your pokey tool and you poke this in. Oh, actually, you want to start with the, so if you do it how they do it, you start with the smallest one, the one that's going to be on the very top. Then you go to each next one and you poke, kind of twisting to have your petals in varying, directions. Then you go to your medium and then your large. And some of them you might have to help them form into around the flower there. And then what they do is they pull it all off and they poke this in there. Well, I found that that didn't work for me because my wire is too flimsy. And so I just take them individually and I put them onto the wire. And then I pull the stamens all the way through. So it's like that. So I'm going to do that with each one here. And it just seemed easier. And then I could twist my flowers where I wanted them to be, So if they weren't all in the same, like spot lined up. Because one of these, I got them all lined up. Even though it's really pretty, it was weird. They all stabbed in the, basically all the petals are lined up. It's still really pretty, but you know how they look nicer if they're staggered. So at least that was the look I was going for. So there you go. See, look how pretty that's looking. And there. Okay. So then, so there, and we're all the way through. And those look pretty good. And so then what you're going to do is, I forgot to turn you need some hot glue. I forgot to turn the glue gun on. And then we're gonna, I don't know, let's see if there's any oomph left in the heat on my glue gun. Ooh, there. I'm in for craft mats, huh? Okay, so I think there is some get up and go in this. So all I do is I put glue at the base of the stamens, and then we're gonna cut the metal piece off, so then I'm trying to hold it out of the way. So I do it on both sides, and then I wipe the tip of my gun onto the foam on the back, so I get a limited amount of glue strings. And then what I do is I take my little clipper things here, and I cut as close to the glue as possible, trying not to get my clippers into the glue. And then voila. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? It looks like a real flower. Oh, I love it. That is just gorgeous, isn't it? And so then this little guy is going to go right here to finish off my card. So let me put some more glue on there. Oh, I think the battery ran out is what is up. Come on, a little more to finish. Right there. Come on, little flower. Oops. There we go. I think we got it. So we're going to hold it. Oh, did you guys see that? We're going to hold it down a little. And then all I did was I took my Spectrum Noir shimmer pen, and I actually squeezed it kind of on top, so I got quite a bit. See, like that? And then that way I could just really coat all the flour. And yeah, and it dries and doesn't come off too much. It does really good. So yeah, try to get all of it all the way around. All the pieces, the little guys in there. Because this could be a wedding, could be an anniversary. All the little spots you see, a little more on this one. And that's probably good. And there we have it. A beautiful, now you obviously cannot you can't really send this through the mail unless, you know, it was going with the gift. And you would make a little box and, you know, the window in it, and then they could open it up and see a beautiful message inside. But, or if you're putting it in a gift bag or something like that. But definitely for something special, especially like an anniversary or a wedding or something, and you're going to attend a party or something, this is something so gorgeous, and it would actually be very much a keepsake for whoever was receiving it. And I think it's just absolutely beautiful. And let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. And sorry if it was a little helter-skelter. I'm on the wrong side of the room, and you know how sometimes when you're just not in the right spot, things are a little awkward. So hopefully it wasn't too bad, and you guys are having a good week. We'll catch up again with you really soon. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.